It's time now for County-Wide, a presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting News. You'll hear about the interesting issues and happenings that affect all our lives. Here's today's County-Wide.
Well, good day and welcome to the program. It is County-Wide. I'm Brad Miller, and we're happy to welcome into studio today a first-time guest, Diana Stoneberg. And Diana has created and heads up the Desert Stone Sanctuary. Have I gotten it right so far?
Correct. Yes.
So far, we're on track. Well, terrific, and thanks and welcome and for coming in and visiting with us. You've really got something of kind of unique. Born, I'm told, out of personal loss.
Yes.
That you are sharing and perhaps continuing yourself to heal.
Right.
Through what you've done and what you've provided for members of the public who perhaps have suffered similar circumstances, or who maybe haven't and just want to kind of find some peace in a thing that you've kind of developed yourself in the heart of Clarkdale. So talk to me a little bit about Desert Stone and what it is and how it kind of came to be.
Sure. So let me back up a little bit. I've been out here 15 years.
Okay.
Crash landed into the Verde Valley like a lot of people have.
A lot of people.
And my son went to NAU, and he studied geology, and he became a geologist. So long term, so I became a realtor out here. I used to be a comic, used to be on TV, many years doing that. So he passed in 2018. He was working in California as a geologist. He was up on a ridge. I don't know if you know the Central Coast, but there's a area out there called the Pozo Steps. He was out there with his dog, and his truck went over.
San Luis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very close. Yeah. Yes. And what happened was his truck went over a ledge. His dog guarded him for 3 days. He was missing.
Oh, my.
The sheriff who found him knew him since kindergarten.
Oh.
So when I got the call, this is my only son. He was my whole world.
Yeah.
His name was Wolfgang. And because of music, I'm way into music. And when we lived in L.A., somebody asked me if that was a gang name. I said, yeah, he's in the Wolf Gang. And he was just the light of my life. He's killer guitarist, was playing Stevie Ray at 10. And everybody always says that about their kid. But, yeah. So.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So that happened in 2018. Now, when that happens to you, you have to find a reason to keep going, because all you want to do is be with them. You don't want to be here anymore, right? So I struggled for the first couple of years. I really couldn't, quite know where I was supposed to be or what I was supposed to do.
This is fairly recent.
Yeah.
I mean,
7 years.
I thought perhaps we were going to talk something in childhood.
Oh, no.
Many years ago.
No.
I mean, this is, for you, it's always going to be fresh, but
Absolutely.
Even for the old the calendar,
Right.
This is a recent wound.
Yeah. So he was 23, right on the cut. He was going to go to get his master's in geology down in Austin. And a real shock to the system. I want to tell you, early on, somebody said something really profound. They said, people are going to do and say stupid stuff. And boy, was that true. I was crying outside of Walgreens, and an acquaintance came up to me and said, still? And it was 2 months.
Oh,
it was 2 months.
Good heavens.
Well, ask anyone who's lost a kid. I'm telling you, of course they can't possibly relate, and you wouldn't want them to relate. You wouldn't wish this on your worst. This is everyone's worst nightmare.
Right.
And this is why when I see people that don't get along with their kids or can't, reconcile, it's like, hey, they're alive.
Yeah.
You might want to work on that.
I saw an article yesterday. I didn't read it, but I saw the headline about parents and or the children abandoning one another.
Right.
Adult children kind of pushing mom and dads out of their lives. You don't know everybody's story, but I can.
No.
I've got adult kids and now grandkids.
Yeah.
And just like you, I can't even fathom that.
Can't imagine. And so here's what happened. Let's see, 2.5, almost 3 years ago, I wanted to get a piece of land because I wanted to drill a well because you can't drink oil. I was way into water, So I was looking around for some land, and I found 2 acres up on Mingus Mountain.
Yeah.
So I buy this acreage, and then, the market's been rough, and So about a year and a half ago, I went up to the south side of my land, which is undeveloped and has nothing on it, bunch of scrub brush. I went up there with a rake and a shovel by myself, and I just started scratching in the dirt, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I had no idea. And then before long, I realized I'm going to make a labyrinth because I have so many of I have all of these amazing stones that he collected from, and every single stone has a story, every single one, right? And so that's how it started. I started making a labyrinth, and I thought, yeah, this will be a great place for other people to come.
Now, did you, I'm sorry, but did you buy the property like just as investment? I mean, it sounds like you didn't buy it because of your
not
intention.
because of this. It kind of just came to fruition.
Fell into place.
Yeah.
Wow.
It just evolved. I mean, the whole thing has evolved. And so so what happened was I started scratching in the dirt. My neighbors are going, what are you doing? What are you doing up here? Building a campsite? I don't know. What's going on? And so it just kind of came, and 4 to 6 hours, like who needs a gym, right? I'm up there pushing around boulders and making all this stuff happen. And, and this is funny. I got a manhole. I won a manhole in a Clarkdale auction.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm going to use that as a centerpiece for a stage that I'm going to build up there for events, kind of like Nashville and, the center, right? And so there was a ring that my neighbor, hauled down the road for me, and I made a fire pit, and then I have a wishing well. Again, this is all evolved. Everything's evolved here. I have a tree that's in front of the labyrinth, and I'm putting the children's names. I call it the tree of names. I'm putting them all on that tree. And then there was a pile of rubble, and I discovered that there must have been a miner living on that land at one point because I found his copper 1935 license plate.
Wow.
Okay. And I found a big, I found gunshot shells. I found snakes and snake oil. I found all kinds of stuff on this one particular area. So I cleared all that off, and I'm going to make a chapel. Okay. And that because the whole purpose, the sole purpose of this sanctuary is it is a meditation destination for people who have lost children. Yeah. That's the whole purpose. There's nothing complicated about it. There's all kinds of meditation benches throughout the area. One woman is going to donate, like those British phone booths, the red phone booths, right? Sure. So that's an international phenomenon with people that have lost kids. It's called a wind phone. So what you do is you go into the payphone and you call your kid. Wow. Isn't that cool?
And you just talk.
Yeah. Right?
Oh, you're going to choke me up
right?
here.
And every single person who's walked the labyrinth has cried.
Yeah.
Every single one.
You've got me right there, and I've never seen the place.
Yeah.
This sounds like, we need to take a break here, but this, as you've described it, it sounds to me like this is as much a piece of art as anything. You've got it in such condition already that people can come and enjoy and appreciate what it's about. Mm-hmm. But it sounds like your intention is going to go as long as you're around and able to add to it.
Absolutely.
It really sounds like something that continues on, and as a life that was cut short may continue on. Correct.
Yeah,
what an idea.
And, I'm opening it up. I want that, grief is grief. So miscarriage, any kind of, around children. And the beauty of this is that it's a very serene environment. And you can walk down and this is, I have gates.
Listen, I'm so sorry. We've got to take a break.
Okay.
Let's do that. This is fascinating. I heard just Gianna Hazard here told us about this, and I said, well, this is a lady we need to talk to, and now I know why. This is terrific. Desert Stone Sanctuary. Our guest is Diana Stoneberg. More to come on Countywide right after this.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called Unexpected. So when it comes to financial goals, our philosophy is don't predict, prepare. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Matthias Sandoval. A job loss, change in health, or a loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Call our office to schedule a face-to-face appointment.
Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Verde Solaire, your hometown heating, air conditioning, and plumbing company in the Verde Valley, and your trusted North Central Arizona Goodman dealer. Goodman is a name you can trust with the revolutionary Comfort Bridge technology factory installed into select Goodman gas furnaces and air handlers to ensure the entire system operates at peak energy efficient performance. Verde Solaire offers free in-home estimates, locally owned and operated since 1983. Visit them at verdesolaire.com. Better, cleaner, faster.
Thank you so very much for your generosity and kindness in helping others. I hope that you take advantage of the many Arizona state tax credits available when giving to qualified charities and schools. If you haven't taken advantage, I hope you'll ask your favorite charity if they qualify. You can go to Arizona Department of Revenue website, search for tax credits, and look at the list of qualifying charities. Then look at your latest Arizona income tax return and see how an Arizona tax credit can benefit many. This is Lewis saying thanks again.
As the days get shorter and the nights cooler, make sure your future is wrapped in the right protection. Jonna Randall Murdoch, your local Farm Bureau agent, is ready to help you simplify and protect what matters most: your home, your car, your life, and your future. Jonna offers competitive pricing with a relationship-first approach that puts you at the center of every decision. Call Jonna Randall Murdoch today at 928-649-8686, located on Villa Drive in Cottonwood. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
We welcome you back to the program Countywide. I'm Brad Miller, and Diana Stoneberg is here, Desert Stone Sanctuary. And I can say desertstonesanctuary.org?
Yes.
And find your online presence.
Yes.
Okay, and you'll
Correct.
have a lot of stuff there for me.
Yes.
Okay, terrific. Well, what a compelling story, and like so many endeavors like this, it sounds like it's a long way from being finished, yet, as we said a moment ago, it's certainly where folks can come and enjoy your intent
Correct.
for developing all of this in the first place.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've got a lot of collaborators, whether they're intending to be or not.
Yeah.
Somebody you said somebody found this, and now we add that to,
Right.
What a community kind of thing.
Right. Well, so what I was going to say is about this. I had this pile that I realized there was a miner who was living on the land at one point, right? So I broke all that down, and I decided I'm going to make a chapel there, again, for meditation.
Sure.
That's the whole purpose. So I had this woman show up just kind of out of the blue. Now, she lost her boyfriend, so the parents of that person wanted to contribute or whatever. And then she became a big volunteer, which I always need volunteers out there. And it's just an amazing place. You'll feel the presence when you're out there because the love that went into that labyrinth, wow. Yeah. I mean, unbelievable. And, it's funny because I got a call from a woman who said that she was a labyrinth facilitator. And I said, hey, man, it's already been facilitated. It's rocks, goes around in a circle. I pretty much got this down. I don't really need facilitating. You know what I mean? But there's always those people that want to, hop onto something that really don't have a clue what the whole thing is. But it's interesting because as I'm out there, just things keep coming to me. Just over and over. Right. Oh, maybe I can add this. Like I have a wishing well out there now. And now I have to figure out how to keep it watered because the water. Right. And that was the whole thing about this side of my property. I have no water on that side. I have no septic. So it's a dry area. I'm going to have to install. I want to put a greenhouse too. Okay. And then what'll be cool is that I can grow flowers for people to put in certain areas, again, in homage of their kids, right? And there's also a brick area where we're going to paint the bricks with the children's names and stuff. So it's ongoing, it's ever-evolving, but hell of a lot of work done in a year and a half, I must say.
It's an ambitious thing that you've done so far, and it continues. Again, it just seems like such a kind of, as you said, evolving artwork. I mean, I don't know if we think about places as being works of art. I guess one could say that all of the ruins that we find around would be such. But it sounds like you've made that too.
Right.
Or something very like it.
It's interesting because I want this to be a destination. This isn't Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's not rides and all that stuff. But what it is it's a very calming place that people could come and sit with their child, on all these various benches, walk the labyrinth. I know a number of people that have walked it and they've had profound experiences. And that's all I can hope for.
Well, and whether there's a lot of things that make community, the concerts in the park in Clarkdale, the kind of thing. Grief can make a community.
Correct.
And it sounds like that's kind of what you've built here. And sometimes I've found the easiest way to get back in touch with someone that you miss who is gone is to go someplace maybe you've never been before, or a place that is dedicated to that kind of discovery.
Right.
And there's just something starts to happen.
Well, what's interesting is that I get signs from him all the time, and the signs are usually wolves. Almost, I'll be driving, and then somebody in front of me has 5 bumper stickers with "Save the wolves, or something, right?
Yeah.
And so to talk to other parents, you're the only one that can look them in the eye and say, "I know."
Right.
Because no one can possibly know the depth of that pain, possibly. And so to get to a point, I'll never be over this. I'll never, I'll die yearning for him. But I love the fact that I've got a purpose, I'm not playing bingo and watching Bonanza.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing something out there. And I think it's important to do something like this with your grief, because otherwise you can implode.
Sure.
Lots of people don't make it.
It's got to go somewhere. Creativity can be one avenue.
Correct.
Despair can be another.
Right.
And our creativity might be the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask a stupid question because I think I already know the answer to. You talk about the chapel, you talk about the greenhouse, talking about different kinds of things. I was going to say, do you have a plan on when this will be done? But I'm thinking it'll never be done.
It'll never be done.
The way you're approaching it.
It'll never be done because there's always, he had a bunch of skulls.
Okay.
So I created this little quasi boneyard. Oh, and that's what I was going to say. I have game cams up.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm capturing all these animals. And what's so cool is that oftentimes you'll see the animals on the labyrinth walking because as if it's a little trail.
Yeah.
So they're following it. Like the coyotes, there's a really big bobcat out there, 100 pounds. He's got to be at least 100 pounds. He's walking on the lap, and a red-tailed hawk came right up to one of the cameras. So I have all that footage too.
Yeah.
So I'm shooting a movie about this.
Okay.
And I'm writing a song called Every Stone Has a Story.
Yeah.
And that's going to be something as a result of all this. But you're right. It's ongoing, ever,
Again,
progressing.
as would a life cut short.
Right.
Your visitors so far, are they local folks? Are you getting people from, so many people come here from out of state, and then have they discovered you?
You're
pretty new yet.
Right.
Yeah.
The furthest I've had are Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So a bunch of people from Pennsylvania. And, I did have a query from Mexico, which was pretty cool.
Right.
And, anybody can contact me through the foundation, through the organization. I'm happy to set up times and, when to come out. And everything.
Do people, is it just drive up and go out there? Do you make like a reservation for like a more solemn visit?
Well, I want to accompany you. I don't want you to just show up. Just call me. And I'll be happy to, carve out a time that we can go out there. And, the main thing is for you to have your own experience. I don't want to dictate anything. Like I said, this isn't some Disney ride. It's your experience with your child. So, whatever that looks like for you, I want you to have that. So.
Yeah. So it's a fixed point in time and space that they're going to visit, but it'll become their own memory and their own piece.
Yeah.
Of healing and recovery. This is incredible. DesertStoneSanctuary.org is the website to talk a little more with Diana about this, about how it works. It sounds like volunteers you mentioned are needed. And
absolutely.
It sounds like if you've got an idea, she would be more than willing to entertain those kinds of ideas about this incredible work, this artwork, I think is fair to say, that she has created and continues to create. Our guest is Diana Stoneberg, DesertStoneSanctuary.org. We'll break and come back and wrap up right after this.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called unexpected. So when it comes to financial goals, our philosophy is don't predict, prepare. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Matthias Sandoval. A job loss, change in health, or a loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Call our office to schedule a face-to-face appointment.
Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Verde Solaire, your hometown heating, air conditioning, and plumbing company in the Verde Valley, and your trusted North Central Arizona Goodman dealer. Goodman is a name you can trust with the revolutionary Comfort Bridge technology, factory installed into select Goodman gas furnaces and air handlers to ensure the entire system operates at peak energy efficient performance. Verde Solaire offers free in-home estimates, locally owned and operated since 1983. Visit them at verdesolaire.com. Better, cleaner, faster.
Thank you so very much for your generosity and kindness in helping others. I hope that you take advantage of the many Arizona state tax credits available when giving to qualified charities and schools. If you haven't taken advantage, I hope you'll ask your favorite charity if they qualify. You can go to Arizona Department of Revenue website, search for tax credits, and look at the list of qualifying charities. Then look at your latest Arizona income tax return and see how an Arizona tax credit can benefit many. This is Lewis saying thanks again.
As the days get shorter and the nights cooler, make sure your future is wrapped in the right protection. Jonna Randall Murdoch, your local Farm Bureau agent, is ready to help you simplify and protect what matters most: your home, your car, your life, and your future. Jonna offers competitive pricing with a relationship-first approach that puts you at the center of every decision. Call Jonna Randall Murdoch today at 928-649-8686, located on Villa Drive in Cottonwood. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
We welcome you back to the program. Again, our guest today, Diana Stoneberg, Desert Stone Sanctuary in Clarkdale, DesertStoneSanctuary.org, a place of peace, a place of memory, a place of grief and healing, a place of whatever someone, it seems like, might choose.
Meditation,
choose to make of it. And you've done that kind of out of your own grief and loss and despair, and turned it into something that can perhaps help bring others around,
right,
and help them kind of find a path to.
It's an outlet.
Yeah,
it's an
there
outlet.
You go. There's the word.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, wonderful. And as you continue to develop this, I'm sure we'll talk again. If someone is perhaps in the listening area and they want to visit, do they go to the website and start there?
Yes, please go to the website. Happy to meet you there. Arrange a time, not a problem.
That was great. Okay, that's terrific. Again, Diana Stoneberg, DesertStoneSanctuary.org. It is located in Clarkdale, and it could be a place that will become very, very important to you. I'm Brad Miller. It's Countywide. We'll see you next time.
This has been Countywide. Listen in each Tuesday and Thursday at this time. If you have a topic or guest idea that you'd like to suggest, email us, news@myradioplace.com.